Hello guys, this is Pavel Oskorp and Laravel Daily channel and Laravel Daily team. Today I will be quick. I will have one tip for you about scopes and estimates for the project. So imagine a situation: you get a new project from a new client and you have to estimate it. So you get a document with 10 pages or something like that, like Google Doc or PDF or some mockups maybe, and you need to provide estimate, the plan and the questions to the client. How do you do that? There are, of course, multiple ways to do that, but I will share one tip, one strategy how I do that personally, and I hope it will be helpful for you as well. So I start reading the document, reading the scope, how client describes it in their own words, and then I'm starting to take notes just on pen and paper. Maybe you prefer Evernote, but I prefer paper in this case. Just for quick notes, and I note what entities of the database potential I find. So for example, if you have a travel agency project, the agency that sells trips to somewhere, then you will have, by reading the document, you will note down that you will have entities like trips, then countries, then cities, then hotels, and probably bookings, payment methods, users, and other things. So at the end of like first two readings of the essay of the first brief, you will have a list of entities. Then step two will be group those entities, tie them together with relationships. It's kind of like database relationships. So city belongs to a country, trip belongs to a city, probably like booking belongs to payment method or vice versa. So yeah, you'll have basic database schema or the draft before your eyes. And then step three will be to group those database tables, like entities, into sections, basically. So section for payments, section for trip management, like will be trips, countries, cities. Then section for users management, like users, roles, permissions, stuff like that. Maybe some content for like blog, pages about us or contact page, and something like that. So then you will have groups, and then you will clearly see the scope. So what milestones, basically every group, every section will become a milestone probably. And milestone number one will be, for example, countries and cities, all those classification things that you would need in the database. Without them, you cannot start on trips, because without cities, you cannot have a trip. Then without payment methods, you cannot have bookings. And one by one, you will have basically kind of a draft of the whole project with milestones. And that might involve, you might have some dates, maybe deliverables, maybe estimates for time or money. It depends whether you bill hourly or fixed price or whatever. But my main point is thinking in database objects and entities and whatever you call them. In Laravel, it probably will be models. So while thinking this way, you will get your head around the project quicker. You have structure for yourself. And then also one more thing, you come up with questions for the client. So while looking at that structure you've written down, you will immediately see the questions that come up. For example, what payment methods will we use? What countries do we need to serve? Is there any like list of countries? Are some important countries maybe? Is user registration required or not? What credit cards do we accept, and stuff like that. So you will note down the questions as well, and that will be the first step to onboard the client, to provide an estimate, professional estimate, not just a ballpark, just out of the blue, and it will help to scope the project basically. That's all I wanted to say for today. Do you do something like that? So for example, you have a new project. What do you do? How do you scope? How do you estimate? Is your process similar, different? Maybe I'm wrong here. Please use YouTube comments to comment on that, and subscribe to the channel Laravel Business. And see you in the next episodes.